Hi, I'm Beverly, and you can find all of my knitting stuff at yarnintercept.com. Today I want to demonstrate how to cable without a cable needle. It can be kind of a tricky technique for those of you that have never tried it before. I used to think it was very mysterious and done by only knitters with lots of experience, but when I decided to try this sock right here, which is Uni Jang's Bearish socks, I figured I must try it because there are cables on every row. So she has very great instructions on how to do it, and I just thought I would demonstrate that today. One of the things you would want to know for sure is what your cables are actually doing. And you can see right here that these cables are leaning to the right. This one here is going to the right, and these over here on this side are going to the left. Here in the center you have a combination of right and left cables. So if you just think about going to the right goes this way and going to the left goes this way. When you're cabling a cable that goes to the right, you're going to hold the cable needle at the back of the work. When you're doing one that goes to the left, you're going to be holding the cable needle at the front of the work. The same works in cabling without the cable needle. When you're going to the right, you're going to pick up from the back, and when you're going to the left, you're going to pick up from the front. I'm going to demonstrate that using this sock here, which is Slippery by Olivia. It is from the Winter 07 knitting, and she uses cables to create this intricate slip stitch pattern. They're just two stitch cables, which makes it using a cable needle really fiddly, so it's a lot nicer to do it with out a cable needle. How it looks on a chart is another thing you want to see. I'm on row 8, which is right here, and how you can tell which one's which is the ones that are leaning to the right. You can see they go from the bottom up to the right this way, and then this one would be a left cable. This one would be a right. So here you'd be holding in the back or slipping from the back. This would be a left one, which would be in the front, and here's another right one. So that's an easy way to tell from your chart without even reading the instructions for the symbol what it's doing. And most symbols are going to lean to the right or lean to the left if they're done well. So how that looks when you're doing it on a sock or on any work, I am going to be doing this leaning to the right cable first. So instead of slipping to a cable needle, I'm going to slip the stitches over to my right hand needle, like so. I'm slipping just two because it's just a two stitch cross. And instead of slipping a stitch to the back, I'm going to slip my needle in through the back of the second stitch, slip that front one off, and I'm holding it with my thumb there in the front, and I'm going to pick it up right there, and I'm going to put it back on the front of the stitch on the needle there. I'm going to knit both of those. Okay, now I'm on the left leaning cable, so again I slip them over to the right needle, 2 stitches, and with my left needle I'm going to stick it into the second stitch like there, drop off that back stitch, and then I'm just going to come around and pick it back up with my right needle and stick it on the front, in front of the other stitch on the left needle, and then knit both of those. Now I'll do a right cross again, so I slip them back over to the right needle, and since it's a right cross it's in the back, so I stick my needle into this back of the second stitch, slip the front stitch off, and now I need to pick it up right there, and now I knit both of those. An easy way to remember if you hold it in the front or the back is a left leaning cross is held in the front, and left and front both have the letter F in them. So that's an easy way to remember. Left goes in the front. I'll do it one more time. I'm going to knit those 2 stitches, and now I am on a left leaning cross, so left is front, so I go through the front of the second stitch from the end of my needle, slide that back one off, and pinching with my thumb and forefinger, I pick up that back stitch and knit those 2. And that is it. And I hope this video has been helpful. Again, you can find all of my knitting stuff at yarnintercept.com. Thank you so much.